Uh-oh. Don't want to show don't want to show the guest this week. What's poppin', ladies and gentlemen? How we doing? I don't think I showed the template. That's good. What's poppin'? How we doing? We back. We back. We back. Welcome to the unofficial official pre-show hosted by your boy TKD123. And we're gonna be just getting started here, sharing the link around, you know what I'm saying? Doing the whole thing. As per usual. Hope you all had a nice week. I certainly have. Been very nice. School's over for the semester. It's very nice. However, I'm not out of the woods yet. I'm not out of the woods yet. I got summer classes to get through. That's a bit unfortunate. But hey, you know what? It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Ain't no thing. Alright, gonna share this link real quick. How we doing in the chat, ladies and gentlemen? What's poppin'? Alright. Alright. Just sharing this link around. How we doing today? And what's poppin'? Oh, also, if you guys are not aware, I'm sure maybe a bulk of you are. According to the Russo brothers, the two that directed Avengers Endgame, you know, they have stated that it is now spoiler territory. So there is the gloves are off. However, I'm still timid. I'm still very cautious and wary of those that have not seen the movie yet. So I don't think, honestly, I'm gonna be comfortable saying any spoilers for a while. You know, that's just me. You know what I'm saying? But as made official by the Russo brothers, you know what I'm saying? Like I guess it's free reign right now. It's free season. So let me know what you guys thought about Avengers Endgame down below. Let me know how you're feeling about the movie. Did you like it? Did you hate it? I certainly enjoyed it. I need to see it again. I'm trying to see it with my dad. You know, good old Mr. Diaz. You know what I'm saying? Big pops, big homie. But I was trying to look for a showing in IMAX because I have yet to see the movie in IMAX. And if you guys are not aware, Infinity War and Endgame are the first movies to ever fully be shot in IMAX cameras, using the IMAX technology, using the how big and tall it is and stuff like that. Um, uh, so hold on, I'm just sharing the link around, but yeah. So I definitely want to see an IMAX, and like I believe I saw Infinity War on IMAX. Honestly, I don't remember. I can't recall. I don't remember if I ever saw it in IMAX. But another movie that I wanted to see in IMAX that I didn't get to was Spider-Verse. Spider-Verse, oh my god, dude. I love Spider-Man in Spider-Verse. That's my new favorite movie of all time. Past Back to the Future for me. But I never got to watch it in IMAX, which is very upsetting. Because I really did want to. But oh well. Oh well. And it looks like our guest is almost ready to go. I believe. I told him. Oh. Uh-oh. All right.
Hey,
Can you say a sentence or two? I want to make sure your levels are good. Make sure you're all right. You just give me like a sentence or two.
sure, no problem. What's up, everybody? How's it going?
Okay. I think you're solid. I think you're solid. At least on
Alrighty.
OBS side. Looks like you're all good. Welcome to the pre-show. I am gonna refrain from saying your name until we reveal it. You know, the whole overlay format, all the good stuff. So you know.
Alright,
Uh,
no problem.
in the unofficial pre-show, we were talking about Endgame, right?
Yeah, I heard. Yeah.
Now I know. Oh, so then, if you heard, then you already know my spiel about how I don't feel comfortable saying spoilers yet, man. I don't know. I
Yeah,
don't
I
know.
agree. Cause as on Twitter, a bunch of people were spoiling some of the moments in the film, and I'm
100%. Yo,
like, the Russo brothers was like, that doesn't mean like it's it's spoiler, territory now. However, like just be mindful of other people who haven't seen the film.
No, no.
And I'm one of those people who, as much as I love the film, I will never try to go out of my way to spoil it for somebody.
Yeah, no, 100%. No, I
Right?
mean, for me, what was I thought was wild, and I feel like I'm too loud in this mic. Hold up, I got to chill. What I found was wild was that it was like last week. It was before the Russos even said, "Hey, yo, on Monday, spoilers will be talked about. You guys are free to talk about all spoilers, whatever." It was before that. I was seeing full on videos of specific
Exactly.
big moments in the movie that I'm like, wait,
Yeah.
I don't know if we should be, guys, hold up, wait.
Yeah, I
The
agree.
week's been out. I mean, the movie's been out for a week and a half, boys. I don't know if this is it, Chief. You know what I'm saying? But
No, but I totally agree with you.
yeah,
Like,
I don't know, dog. I mean, I don't know. As much as there's a scene that you already know, you already know that scene I'm talking
yeah,
about. But I'm
yeah.
gonna pull up something real quick. No, it's not that. Where is it? Actually, I'll keep that open. That's actually a good one. But anything to say in the unofficial pre-show that usually I do, and then Christian comes in later, and then we start the show, as you are now
Um,
following Christian's shoes,
no, not really. I mean, apart from thank you for inviting me.
bro. Let's get it.
Yeah.
Who else? Who else really? Who else? All right, you know what? I say, oh, whoop. I'm getting a phone call. What is this? Oh, it says scam. All right, we're not gonna
Oh,
answer
is it?
that. Yeah, we're not gonna answer that.
All right, we're gonna be talking about Days Gone as well. In the
Yeah,
pre-show?
yeah,
Or do you
yeah.
want to talk about it now? Okay.
I
Okay.
say, I say, we'll just let it flow. You know, I
All
have a
right. Yeah.
topic that I obviously do want to hit before anything else. We'll mainly
Right.
do
Right.
that, the main title of the show, and then we can
Mhm.
move on to that. I'm assuming, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So we'll just play it by ear. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
Sounds good.
all right. I say enough pre-show. I say let's get it. All right.
Alrighty.
Intro is rolling. Yeah, what is
That
going on?
intro is fire, man.
The intro is fire. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? It is your boy TKD123 here, back in with our podcast. And as you can see, got a little hosting differences. We got some guest changes here. I'd like to introduce my co-host for this episode, Crossroad episode 37, Starkz. Starkz, take it away, sir.
Hey, how's it going, everybody? Once again, thanks for inviting me. I think Christian wasn't able to make it,
Yes,
so
yes, yeah.
yeah.
Christian is on his last leg of finals. He had a final schedule for this recording time, so I decided, get the number one homie in here. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm sure if y'all are very much well aware, probably, hopefully you are. TheStarkz is very active on Discord, on our Discord, and I would kind of refer to him and look at him as really the manager of said Discord. You know what I'm saying? He said a lot of things that I wasn't aware of at Discord, so
Yeah.
definitely do appreciate him and all that good
Thank you.
stuff.
Thank you.
Hold up.
And I appreciate you.
Testing. Starks, are you talking?
Yeah. Hello.
Okay, hold on. I made a horrible. Hold on. We're good.
Oh.
Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Hello.
Yeah. Hi.
Okay.
I
Sorry,
can
we're
hear
good.
you.
Okay,
Yeah.
we're good. I made a nonsensical switch of audio cords. I did not need to. Did not need to. So,
Okay.
did that. But if you guys are interested in the Starks, his YouTube channel will be linked down in the description. It's linked there right now. Make sure to go check out the homeboy. Give him some love, show some support. Just hit 600 subs. A really, really good milestone. Appreciate the boy. Really,
Thank
really
you.
cool dude. But so to kind of get into this Cross Circle podcast episode hosted by your
Mhm.
boy, right? We were blessed this morning to be hit with some big news, revolving around state of play, right?
Yes.
And
Yeah.
I want to start, I guess, mainly before we get into the whole rigmarole of what this next state of play is talking about. I want to talk about how did you feel about the state of play? It got a lot of mixed opinions, and by mixed opinions, I mean mostly a lot of people did not like state of play.
First
The
episode,
first
right?
one. Yeah, yeah. The very first
I,
one. It was a few weeks ago. Probably I think it was
a
in
month.
March, April
Yeah,
ish, something
yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
March, I think. Oh no, it was April. I
April,
think it was.
probably April.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
I
yeah. I
forgot,
think.
but it was definitely like not too long ago. Me and Christian watched it live. It was actually one of the Cross Circle podcasts because it lined up
Okay.
perfectly with the recording of it. You know,
Hmm.
and
Yeah.
it was the introduction to PlayStation having their new kind of layout on announcing things. You know what I'm saying? Being the Nintendo Direct of PlayStation side. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Uh,
Yeah.
and as someone, me, has never really been that into Nintendo, I still watch every Direct just because like I love the presentation that they bring to
Hmm.
the table. You know what I'm saying? I just like it personally. So like, I guess what did you think about the first state of play, my good sir? Were you impressed? Were you let
Um,
down? Let me know.
you know what? I was quite excited for it,
Mm-hmm.
and then I watched it, and I was like, why am I wasting my time? Like
Yeah.
I was going through the event, and I was like, okay, cool stuff, whatever. I think they showed off a lot of VR stuff, I believe, if I can recall.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, okay, cool. Where's The Last of Us? Where's Ghost of Tsushima? Like where's Death Strand? Where are all these different games that I as a fan of PlayStation want? And it kind of let me down. Obviously, because I am a fan, I kind of rushed it aside. But to be quite honest with you, I was very disappointed by it. And and I'm not trying to say that I think the overall, aesthetic of it was fine, like just the presentation side, but I think I wish they would have revealed a little more that I cared for, I guess. But
Right.
that's just my
Right. Right.
take. How
Yeah.
about how about you?
So off of knee jerk reaction, right? I had
Mhm.
similar tone to you, right? They actually somewhat sold me on Kaki Drini, which is
Mhm.
interesting. I never thought I would be sold in that game, but they showed some things. I was like, okay, like that was pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? And really, that
Right.
was the only kind of takeaway for me with the first state of play, right? But also, when you look back on it, right? When you kind of look back on it, you had to have assumed that a state of play was coming around E3 2019, right? Like
Right.
every time Nintendo does E3, they have a direct now. They don't do a onstage showcase presence like they've done in the past. So that was kind of their main thing that they do currently and stuff like that. So one would have been smart to assume that we would have gotten a PlayStation state of play during E3, right? And one would also
Right.
assume is that why would they show a lot of their bangers in this
Uh
April one, So when
mhm.
looking back on it, I kind of see with a lot more clarity and understand that, all right, they obviously wanted to save any sort of shred of Ghost of Tsushima news, Ghost of Last of Us 2. Wow, Last of Us 2 news. Death Stranding, which I can't stand Death Stranding currently, but we can talk about that later. But you know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? Like all those major IPs that everyone's looking for, it makes sense that they're saving that for a more sooner conference, which could be this next one. That
Right.
we'll talk about in a
Yeah,
little
yeah,
bit.
yeah. Absolutely.
So
Yeah.
just
That
no, go ahead, go ahead.
Sorry. Yeah, that's a good point actually, cuz for me, I'm one of those people who kind of like I'm willing to admit that is a good point.
Right.
But I feel like they could have, I guess, teased just one little thing. You know what I mean? Just to
I
kind
agree.
of
I
get
agree.
people excited
I
a
agree.
little
Yeah,
more.
yeah. And
Because
no, go ahead.
because like while like I see what you're saying, but I feel like because it was the first episode and they're trying something new, they want to like as they kind of want to impress their fans and people who watch. Like they don't want it to be a thing where it's like, the first episode was mediocre for most people. Some people enjoyed it, some people didn't. You know what I mean? And then kind of build up. Like I wish they kind of just build up from the first episode and then just keep elevating at each episode. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Just so
yeah.
that it doesn't lose that fan that I guess reception.
I agree because like
Yeah.
and like my whole angle and like my whole thought process on that was not really to like defend it in a way because I still think that when you look at it just what it is, right, black and white.
Mhm.
From me,
Yeah.
like if you ask me point blank, like did I find a lot of enjoyment out of the first state of play, and did I find a lot that I was looking for? I would say just
Mhm.
no, like I didn't, you know what I'm
Right.
saying. But however, Christian, obviously the co-host here on this channel, he owned a PSVR, right? So he found a
Right.
lot of enjoyment. He actually posted a tweet this morning, I think, when this whole next day of play got announced. That we will talk about in a little bit here. He's kind of hoping for a section of a little bit of a VR dump, of like VR games. You know what I'm saying? Because
Mhm.
I feel like obviously it's no question here that the first state of play was mainly put there to service and bolster the PlayStation VR community that have bought into the tech and
Right.
have a PSVR unit and are very active in it and everything. And so one silver lining that you can take from that also is that, all right, cool. That means that hopefully in this next state of play we don't have that section of like you see in a E3 conference where you're watching, like, for example, like you're watching the Ubisoft E3 conference, right? And then we
Mhm.
get that inevitable section of Just Dance, or you're watching the EA conference and you're waiting for like a Dragon Age, or you're waiting for another EA title, and you have to get through the Madden. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
the stuff that obviously is necessary, that bolsters and talks to a community that is not your community, but just has to be said, right? So maybe if we look at it that way, they have already
Yeah.
said that quote unquote lull period for the majority of PlayStation gamers, right? Even though that does service PSVR fans, they've already done that for at least this quarter or this, round of state of play conferences. So maybe they could just have bangers for this next one, but I don't know. Yeah.
That's a good point. That's a good way of looking at it. Yeah, I guess I agree with you on that.
Yeah, yeah, and,
Um,
like that's totally not to like what's the word, like damage control or try to say
no, but
that.
even
Yeah,
like yeah, I guess even if you did enjoy it, like I'm not saying like I didn't like I didn't hate the first one. I'm just saying like even if you did enjoy it, that's fine. It's just I feel like I wasn't willing to look at it that way, but I guess because I actually don't own a VR.
me neither.
Uh,
No,
y-
me neither.
yeah, I don't think I've even tried it. I've been offered several times to try it, and I was like, nah, because I have glasses, and because they have these little booths at malls and stuff, and then you have to like disinfect it, and I'm just very like one of those like germ freaks when it comes to those
Yeah,
things,
yeah,
because you have to
hundred
put it on
percent,
your face, and everybody wears it and stuff, and some people don't have the best acne, but anyway,
hundred
or
percent,
this
hundred
clean,
percent.
you know what I mean?
I don't
So,
want people's oils
um,
on my face. No, I'm good. I'm good.
yeah,
I'm messing
exactly.
with that,
So
bro.
like I haven't actually bought the PlayStation Vita just yet, and I don't, or
VR,
sorry, VR,
but you
VR.
should buy
And
a
I don't.
Vita.
Oh well, my brother, my younger brother has one.
Hey, there we go.
I think it broke though. But
Tragedy, tragic, tragic.
anyway, so yeah, because I don't have it, the VR, it doesn't, those games and announcements didn't appeal to me. So I guess I see what you're saying there,
Right,
right?
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And just a like quick tangent of the VR before we get into the main thing here.
Mhm.
Uh, I've tried the VR and I also wear glasses.
Right.
Not everywhere. I only wear the glasses mainly when I'm at my desk. But when I
Right.
tried the VR at a friend's house, there's a lot of room inside that headset that is there intentionally to make room for glasses. So you can
Okay.
completely wear glasses and wear that PS and wear the VR headset, no problem, right? Just to like
Hmm.
get that out there
All
too.
right. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
but
Okay.
I would definitely recommend, if you have like a friend that has it, I'd say definitely try it. Like it's really cool, honestly.
Yeah.
I'm just mainly waiting to purchase one when we get the second iteration because I want to see what improvements they make because
Right. That's
the
true.
this first PSVR unit is not the best. It's just not the best in terms of like wire management and setup and all that. So, and there's rumors that it could be a wireless setup in the future, which would be dope. But
Oh,
we'll see.
yeah, it
Yeah, we'll
would.
see. I don't know. But let's get in to why we talked about that whole thing, right? As
Yeah.
because this potentially is our E3 state of play we got going on here. So this morning, PlayStation came out officially on the PlayStation blog, and they announced that they have a new state of play event happening this week. It'll be May 9th, 2019. It'll be live, obviously, and it'll be broadcasting at 3 p.m. Pacific time, 6 p.m. Eastern time. I'll link it down below. You can check your other time zones and do those conversions at your own will. However, they said here by Sid Schumann, director of social media, I love Sid, he's a good dude. He says, quote, "Hi all, excited to share that State of Play will return for a new episode next Thursday, May 9th at 3 p.m. Pacific time. It'll be a quick show around 10 minutes. Oh, I didn't know that. Wow. around 10 minutes, but we've got some
I
PS4
know.
wow, but oh Jesus, oh man, but we've got some PS4 updates we couldn't wait to share with you. PlayStation Worldwide Studios will be showing off an extended look at Medieval as well as a first look at a new title, and we'll have other updates and announcements for upcoming PS4 games. One note, don't expect any updates relating to the other next generation plans this time. Sorry. You can watch live on Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook as usual. As always, we're always reading your feedback and comments, so please keep them coming. There's lots more in store for State of Play Episode 3 will return later in the year with more news and updates. So I did not realize before even starting this, I really should have, that it's gonna be 10 minutes. So
I
there,
was actually gonna ask
wow,
you if you knew. Yeah,
I didn't. Wow,
that's
I just
pretty
waited.
short.
I just assumed that that paragraph would be just details about what they were showing. But man, 10 minutes. Okay, so this totally wipes away my predictions, right? Because I was
Mhm.
thinking that even though it was a little bit early, right? Even though it was a little bit early, right? I could have totally seen this being PlayStation's maybe like part 1 E3 2019. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I don't think that they would go into E3 week and be completely silent. I think that is a bad move. I don't think they would do that.
No,
You
there's
know, with so many eyes paying attention to E3 on Ubisoft's, EA, Bethesda's thing, you know what I'm saying? And of course, the competition, well, the main competition, Xbox, of course. I don't see them being silent. So that's why I was thinking, okay, maybe this is going to be like a little, maybe this is like the right hook and we'll get the left hook at E3. But considering here that this is, I'm hoping, part 1 and that we're getting another state of play around E3, considering that this is 10 minutes. I don't know how much substance you can show. While okay, you're showing an extended look at Medieval, that's cool. We're getting a
Mhm.
first look at a new title, which we can guess about that later on here in the episode. But we're gonna have more updates and announcements from upcoming PS4 games. So vague right there. But how much can you really show in 10 minutes? Like that's insane.
Yeah, that I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Like, because I actually don't know. I'm trying to search it up now. How much was or how long the first one was,
Oh,
and if it was
I want to say it was like 20 minutes.
20. Yeah, it was.
Maybe around there. If you can go look it up while you're here, definitely go look it up real quick. I want to say it was
Yeah,
like four. Yeah,
I know it was less than 30 minutes.
yeah, it was definitely less than 30. I don't know. I definitely feel like it was over 10. I definitely
Yeah,
feel like it was
for
over
sure.
10.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But
I just
wow,
I wish it was like for me, like my issue is I wish it was like a consistent set time. Like I know I guess they sometimes they'll have more to show than other months and whatnot,
hmm
based off of updates and progressions of companies and whatever Sony wants to push out. But 10 minutes?
that sounds absurd. This this
Like
sounds
that sounds so
absurd, man.
underwhelming. Like
Oh
I'm
my
not really
goodness.
excited anymore.
I mean,
So
look. Okay, look. Just to quickly talk about plans for this state of play.
yeah,
Unfortunately, I'll be out of town this weekend, right? So I'm leaving
I
Wednesday. I
won't.
won't be back till
Yeah,
Sunday, right?
I won't
And
be able to watch it either.
and this state of play is coming out on Thursday, right? So here's my
Mhm.
plan. Okay, I land in Queens, New York, Thursday morning at
Hey,
9.
Queens, nice.
Yeah, that's originally where I'm from, where I was born.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
yeah. Okay,
yeah.
cool. I was there last summer
Hey,
with
there we go.
family
There we
in the
go.
Corona area.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
going the Flushing area. Flushing area, yeah.
Okay.
So
That's
yeah,
neat.
I'm having a little family event there. But so my plan is, so it's at 6 p.m. there. So
Hmm.
I'm planning on definitely watching it, cause of course, right, and
Right. Right. Right.
uploading a reactions video to it as well, right. So that's my current plan. I don't think I'll be able to stream it live. If I can somehow stream my reactions live, dope. I don't think it's gonna happen because
Mhm.
like I don't have OBS on my laptop. My MacBook, I'm sure, probably can't run OBS. I don't know. Maybe we will see what we can do here. But I'm definitely gonna watch it. Right. I'm definitely gonna watch it. Post my reactions, whatever, to the channel. But
Mhm.
man, I don't. Okay, I just don't know how much they can wow me in 10 minutes. If they make it happen, right? If they blow me out of the water and completely blow out expectations, and they make this like the best 10 minutes they've ever done in their entire lives, and all right, I will sit quiet. You know what I'm
Me
saying?
too. I will take back everything I just said.
But now seeing that it's actually 10 minutes long, I feel like now this is more to the core of this unfortunately maybe another situation where we have a let's give the lull news, let's give like the news that's not really that flashy out before E3.
Hmm.
That may be what we're happening here, and honestly I don't know if that's the best move, to be honest. I think a better move would have been to, hey, let's let this be part one of E3 2019 season of bangers that we're going to announce, and then
Yeah.
like if I were to divide it up, right? As much as I want Last of Us Part Two news, I would save that for E3 week, right?
Right.
I would put that and I'd put Ghost right now. No, what I put Ghost? I feel like Last of Us 2 and Death Stranding have to couple together. I feel like those games get a lot of buzz, even though I'm completely just not interested in Death Stranding whatsoever at this point.
Which we'll talk about. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm interested in.
Yeah. We'll definitely get to that. So like maybe I would put like probably like Control and maybe Ghost of Tsushima in this first part one.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I
Yeah. That sounds fair.
if they were doing that alternate timeline where they're doing an E3 2019, part one, part two, but it looks like they're not doing it, man. What do we think is the unannounced game? They say here to be specific. They say, quote, as well as a first look at a new title.
Oh, dude. I wonder if. Can you hear me? All right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I wonder because you know Quentin Cobb, right, from Naughty Dog,
Yep.
or formerly.
I do.
I know he's working for closely with some kind of I don't know what's the name of the
Oh, I
studio, but
think it's
it's like
talking
a
about that
PlayStation.
new studio in San Diego.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
like Rent, like he's been posting. I think if I can recall, a couple weeks ago or a month or two ago, like he updates on the company and new recruits and stuff. I think we might get a tease to that because honestly, I don't know what else we could possibly get.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that would be interesting. I would like to see what he's working on, just because I appreciate his previous work, and
Yeah.
I'm just curious to see what's going on with that. How about yourself?
So I love that idea, right? That is definitely in things that I feel has to be addressed at E3, right? I feel like
Mhm.
we like got to get something going on about the studio because we know nothing about it. They're hiring talent from the likes of Rockstar as well. Like there are Rockstar employees going to this
Oh yeah,
development company. You know what I'm saying? So like this is
yeah.
no joke. It's in San Diego. Not to be confused, it's totally San Diego that makes MLB The Show. This is just another studio that has been unnamed currently. There are a lot of rumors going around. They're rumored to be working on. Well, the way this rumor spread out was that they are. It has been confirmed that they're working with another major first-party Sony development studio
Hmm.
alongside them on a project, right? And so one of the biggest rumors here is that they're developing and taking the mantle of Uncharted,
Right.
which I have a lot of opinions on. I don't know. I could talk for hours on that, honestly. So I won't. I'm just not gonna get into that because that'll take me forever in the day to explain my whole thoughts on that. But yeah, that's a rumor. I think I think we'll get news about that San Diego studio, and like maybe that could be maybe they could be just working on a PS5 title that they don't want to announce and really give any light to until next year in 2020 when the
Hmm.
consoles come out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But to delve, okay, so what do I think this is? Okay, so I don't know if you saw this, but I'm
Mhm.
sure you're aware of Colin Moriarty. I'm sure you're aware of him, former Podcast Beyond host,
Right.
former yeah one of
I know you're probably gonna hate this opinion, but I'm not the biggest fan, but I do know.
Oh, I
I
see.
know.
I
But
personally appreciate
no, I
and
know, I
yeah,
know
yeah,
you
yeah,
do.
yeah.
Like he's a cool dude, but
Right, right.
I'm not the biggest fan for certain reasons.
I
But
feel you. I
anyways,
feel
yeah,
you. Yeah, yeah. It's all
yeah,
good. It's
yeah,
all good. Yeah, yeah. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I know Colin's a very his you know he tends to bring in a lot of problematic things. I'd
yeah,
say, you know what I'm saying, but to not speak on that, you feel me?
yeah,
Colin
yeah.
Moriarty. It was a few weeks ago. He was shocked. I think it was the reaction to the first state of play where they didn't where he is aware of a second party. I want to find the tweet while I talk about it, but it's a second party um, game that has not been announced yet, right?
Okay.
And that's what I'm thinking is going to be what they've talked about here. So here it is. I have a tweet right here. Here's it. So he says they've done such a nice job cultivating second party relationships. Quote. I mean, not quote. Parentheses. There's a fairly substantial piece for exclusive yet to be announced from second party that it's unclear if they need to. And all we know is expansion hasn't been a part of their strategy. Maybe that'll change, right? So that's what I'm thinking is what's being announced here. I think this is what could go down, right? Now, I have to double check this and make sure before I guess this that you know what? I'm gonna just say it regardless. I think it's gonna be another Ratchet and Clank game. I think
Okay.
I think I
Yeah,
think I
yeah, yeah,
think
yeah,
I
yeah.
think that's what it
Somebody,
is. Yeah.
a person that I subscribe to, close online friends. He made the same comments. How Colin Moriarty, if that's how you pronounce his name, right?
Mm-hmm.
He mentioned about that tweet and how he thinks it'll be a new Ratchet and Clank game, which is interesting because I actually really dig Ratchet and Clank. I think
I
the
loved
issue
it. I
with
loved it.
me is that I kind of got the game when it was years later, and I don't think I ended up finishing the story, but it was a very fun game. It reminded me a lot of Legos, like those Lego oriented like Lego story games where you know you collect all the little Legos and you just kind of build yourself up. I used to play a lot of that on the Wii. I
Mm-hmm.
think
Mm-hmm.
it was like Batman. Oh my god, I love those Lego games.
Right. Right.
But
Right.
yeah, I think Ratchet and Clank is cool. And the story seems pretty decent as well. So I actually won't. I think that's probably a better prediction or possibility rather than the one I mentioned earlier about the the PlayStation Studio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I
So.
mean, like just to speak a little bit what's it called, Ratchet and Clank.
Mhm.
So my journey with Ratchet and Clank 2015 to be specific, not anything like it's a sequel. It's rumored to be a sequel of that Ratchet and Clank from 2015 by Insomniac Games, developers behind Spider-Man,
Mhm.
PS4. You know what I'm saying? Very very good studio, I'd say. I played The Last of Us last summer, right?
Okay.
And if you've ever played Last of Us, I'm sure you have many a time, right?
Dude.
That which
Yeah, yeah.
we need to, yeah, that's a whole nother tangent, but Last of Us, right? Putting through
Yeah.
the story, just to, because I was just yearning for it, I was feeling for it, I just wanted Last of Us, right?
Mhm.
Played through it, I forgot how depressing, how much anxiety there is in that game, and just
Mhm.
like just how brutal and just gritty that world is, right? So I
Right.
needed a palate cleanser. You know what I'm saying? I need something a little bit lighthearted. I need just I need just relax on the game, right? So I
Mhm.
believe Ratchet and Clank came on PS Plus, or I probably bought it separately. I forgot which of the two happened. I want to say it was PlayStation Plus, but it could be wrong, right? Not nonetheless, played through it. I loved how lighthearted it was. It was funny. It was great. The gameplay was just fun. Nothing too deep in the gameplay mechanics. It was just very simplistic, fun weapons to
Mhm.
do. You know what I'm saying? Fun abilities you could do. Fun story, fun characters. Overall, it just reminded me of such a PS2 game. Obviously, Ratchet and Clank derives its main franchise from the PS2 and those old PlayStation consoles and stuff like that. So obviously there was some lineage there, but it was just so refreshing just to have a just chill out, lay back, relax, play a little Ratchet and Clank, laugh a little. You know what I'm saying? It was fun. You know.
Yeah.
So I would
Yeah, I
love
agree.
to. I would love to have another one of that for
Same.
this. So I think there's a solid chance that maybe, quite maybe, this is what they're talking about of a new unannounced game that is coming. And if we
Yeah.
couple those rumors with Colin Moriarty's rumors, I think it's pretty. I think it's a safe bet. But who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe they swing and they're like, "Yo, we're gonna tell you all about that new San Diego studio." Like maybe that could very well happen. I don't know, but
That's true.
I don't know.
I mean, we'll see what happens, I suppose. But yeah, I that would be really cool to see Ratchet and Clank is just and yeah, just because I really did enjoy the game. Again, I just kind of wish I appreciated it a bit more, just because. there was other games that I was playing as well, so I kind of got mixed up with that, and then I said, you know what, I'm just gonna play the other games instead of this. But from just the story and the gameplay, especially obviously the gameplay, very fun. And I just hope this, if it is this rumor, that it kind of builds up on that. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah. I feel that. I feel that. And also, I mean, to even talk about, is this even possible? Is because in Insomniac Games launched Spider-Man PS4. What was it? September of 2018, last year.
Oh, was it? Oh shoot! I thought it was the summertime. Yeah, I think it was September.
Yeah, there. It hasn't even been a year, which is actually shocking to me. I can't believe that game's
Yeah.
been less than a year. But man, I mean, unless they have two studio, I mean, not two studios, two teams within Insomniac. I guess that could be a possibility of them actually bringing this game to fruition. You know, maybe
Right.
they're in the first stages of the game. But
Yeah.
I don't know, cause like I could, I don't know, I don't really know, don't know, don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe it's another studio. I don't know, but that's what it is, guys. Expect a full reactions and impressions video on the channel. Probably Thursday or Friday, probably over the weekend. Not sure when I'll get it uploaded, but I will be doing a just quick VOD. Probably won't be streamed. If it gets streamed, you'll know on my Twitter. Follow the PS Source Vids Twitter down below, where you can get updates on if I will be streaming the state of play or just reacting to it after the post. I feel like I'm gonna just have to just react to it after the fact, just because I don't know the logistics of me streaming over there when I'm with the family. But we will see when all that comes to place. Now, I have another thing to talk about. Me and you,
Hmm.
good friend the Starks. We've been playing a little game here called Days Gone, right?
Okay.
So I see you've been tweeting about it. As am I.
I
I've
have.
done.
I've got a lot of impressions on my
Ye-
on the tweet. Like, you know how you can like watch the status of your tweet?
uh huh. Uh huh.
Yeah, like I've got like hundreds of impressions for some of them. Like it's mind blowing.
Heck yeah.
I think the support of the game has really lifted since the harsh reviews
Hmm.
for it.
I mean, I wouldn't even say harsh, honestly.
Okay.
I don't know. Like, I wouldn't call it harsh.
Like,
It's just it
okay,
just
yeah.
so I think so not to cut you off, but I think like
No, it's okay.
this game's I think biggest detriment is that it has to live up to the likes of other PlayStation exclusives, right? And that's not
Absolutely, yeah.
and like that's not really like an excuse for it per se. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I see the flaws that the reviewers saw. I am assuming at a lower rate because we are playing the game 7 6 patches in, and they
Right,
were
it's true.
possibly of that time maybe like one or two in, maybe three. But we have a we are playing a version of the game that has a significant a lot more updates to the game, right? So I believe that's
Mhm.
why I think me and you may be having a much more enjoyable experience with the game. But nonetheless, I'm still seeing the negatives that the reviewers were seeing, right? But yeah, I
Mhm.
don't know. I
I
just wouldn't call them bad reviews per se. I don't know.
Oh
I know they're
yeah,
not
I
great.
I know there's like because I follow all sorts of different content creators,
Mm.
who I won't
Ow.
mention, but you okay?
Dude, I don't know, bro. I'm out here. My knee just gasped. But no, go ahead.
Oh yeah, sure. And they've addressed some of the criticisms of the reviews and just the criticisms of the game as well. And to be honest, like I I spent like I want to say I think from 7 p.m. till about 2 or 3 a.m. in the morning, which is almost 12 hours. Well, about 9 or
Math.
anyways,
A
I
lot of
spent
time.
a
It's a lot of
lot of
time.
time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a lot of time.
I spent a lot of time playing Uncharted 4's multiplayer. So instead of playing Days Gone, which was a stupid idea of me, because I do want to get past, because I don't think I'm even 50% way for the storyline. I don't
dude,
think I am,
dude. Honestly, bro, I
because
don't
I
know.
heard it's long.
I don't know if you've looked up the main mission list. It is actually insane. It is. It is.
Is it that long? Oh
Jesus.
god.
Oh my God, dude. It is. Wow. Like
Like
it
and
is. It is incredible. Look, I feel like right now, I want to say I have like 22
Yeah,
maybe 20 hours in, right?
I probably have 10.
Something like that. Like I'm definitely deep in Days Gone. Like I'm definitely in there, right? And the
Yeah, because I
way I'm
saw you found a dog, right? Yeah, that
yeah.
looks cool.
It's a cute puppy. But anyway, right?
It is.
So, I feel like that was okay to spoil because I'm like, it's just a dog. Like, there's no,
Yeah, it's just a dog.
there's like context to it that obviously I didn't put in this week. Is like no, but yeah.
Right, right.
Anyway, so when I correlate my playthrough with what mission I'm at currently with the rest of the missions, right? It
Mm.
looks like I'm about 8 missions away from legit the halfway point.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, and I think now, I think it might be the way I'm playing it because I'm trying to do every mission that I can, right? Like, so as you're aware, right?
Mhm.
Sometimes you'll get a call from Tucker's camp or Copeland's camp, being like, "Yo, I got a job for you. Come through," right? So I will always do those missions. I'll like plan out where like, okay, I'll let Copeland and Tucker call me for a mission, and then I'll wait till like I have another mission about dealing with Sarah's past, right? Whether it be talking to her rock that has her name on it, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So I'll like let
Yeah, yeah,
those
yeah.
missions save up in the top half of the map, and then I'll go up and do all those, and then go back down to the main story mission.
Oh,
So and I'm
yeah, yeah,
doing
yeah.
every checkpoint for Nero I can do. I'm trying to be as strong as possible against the hordes and everything. So I feel like I'm going at because I feel like I'm pushing through it, but there's just a lot.
Right.
It's a big
It's
game, dude.
true.
It's a big game. But
I think for me, I don't know which one I spec because I'm gonna be honest. Like
right.
one appeal to the game is how horrifying it is, and I am I won't swear, but I'm scared of a lot of because it's a terrifying world. The environment is scary. The music is, oh my gosh, it just gets behind my spine and tickles up like it's crazy how terrifying this game is. And so I try to I, I I just kind of push my way towards just the main storyline as well
Mm-hmm.
as obviously the other ones that whenever I get called to do something I will always go back and do it.
Mm-hmm.
But I haven't done a lot of the infestation stuff. I've done like I guess I have with some of the nesting areas. Like if I'm in an area that needs clearing out, I will do it just because I'm assuming there's a trophy involved and I want that trophy. You know
Right.
what I mean?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
um, and it is kind of fun to do it as well. Like I remember I spent like 20 minutes in this like field area trying to get rid of all these different nests, and it was just so cool the way I had to use stealth and combat to push my way and finish that area. But
Yeah.
I think the game's great. I think I know what I'm gonna give it in my final verdict. I
Right.
just hope that I'm able to play the game and finish it within the next week and a half
Oh,
because
dude, I don't know,
I
dude, I don't know what's gonna happen, man. I don't know. Like
mean, to be fair, it didn't
that.
take me long to beat Red Dead Redemption 2. The only reason why I did is because it released. It was the first semester of college, so I had to focus on that. But if I had spent like a couple good like 12 hours each day, I would have been able to beat Red Dead within a couple days.
Right.
Because it
Yeah.
didn't take me too long to beat Red Dead.
Yeah. Red Dead. Let me think.
Do you think it's shorter than Days Gone? Because if it is, then
Red Dead's definitely shorter than Days Gone.
what? No,
Yes. Now, wait, hold on. Let me preface, okay?
it might
So
be. Who knows?
my MO, right, with
Mm-hmm.
most open world games, right,
Mm-hmm.
is definitely to the tune of just do the golden path, right? If I don't have to do a side mission, I won't do it. If I don't have
Mm-hmm.
to do an upgrade, I won't do it. I just want the story and I want to get out. Not because
Mm-hmm.
I don't like the game. I just want to experience the main chunk of the game and just go off to other games because I like to play a lot of games. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't
Yeah.
want to be sucked into one. But right now, fortunately, I'm at a point where I can suck my whole gaming life into Days Gone. So that's kind of a thing that is helping me out here. But
Okay.
there have been two games that have broken that mold. Right? It's been Spider-Man PS4 and it's been Days Gone.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And I'm not sure why. I think it's because when I look at the objective that is optional, it's very attainable. It's like all right, the map of Days Gone will give you okay here is a Marauder camp. And Mario Camp's just, yo, take out 8, 10 enemies and you're done. Find
which is
the,
easy.
yeah, find the underground thing, you're done. I think it's because most of the optional stuff that they let you do in Days Gone that do have benefits to you, like with the camps, you learn how to craft new things. With the infestation zones, what's the main point of that? Oh, it's just mainly just to clear and get XP and trust from other camps that are nearby, and you can get more nest residue to be able to make those arrows.
Oh
That yeah,
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 to make
those.
the arrows.
Uh
Yeah,
huh.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So like, there's like clear benefits there, and so I think it's that Days Gone has a good balance of like, all right, here's a side thing that you can do. It's very
Mhm.
quick. It'll take you if you know what you're doing. It'll take you a solid, what, 5 minutes. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like, it's very,
that's a
very quick
fair.
things to do, and then you get a clear reward at the end doing those checkpoints for Nero. You gotta
Yeah.
cut the sirens. You gotta sometimes fill the.
Oh,
You
that
gotta fill the.
scared me.
Yeah, those sirens.
The
Oh
second
my
one I
god,
went to, I was like, because the first one I did, or the second one narrow, I think it was the second one I did. I was like, okay, cool. Let me just put gas or find, a way to, power the engine and whatnot. And then I
right,
did it, and then all this noise. I was like, what the hell? And then
dude,
I realized, oh shoot, it's the sirens. And then I did it the third time, and then I missed two other sirens, and then more of the freakers started to come. I was like, oh my
bro.
gosh.
I swear,
So
I have done. I want to say maybe like 10 of them joints, right? And I
I don't
swear,
know.
I
I
swear I will like look up and down around the whole area. I'm like, all right, I
yeah.
got every siren. Like, there's no way it's making sound. I'll turn it on and then I miss a siren. I'm just like, bro, how? Like, I don't get
Yeah,
it. Like,
exactly.
I feel
Or,
like cutting the sirens may be a mechanic that it will lessen the volume, I guess, and bring less freakers overall. I don't know if you can
mhm.
actually just completely make it silence where no one will come, because I feel like every time some sort of sirens comes, I don't know, dude. It's
Right.
crazy.
Maybe it's yeah. Maybe it just kind of refixes itself and then just automatically siren.
Yeah, bro.
But my question is like on the map, does it
Hmm.
show you exactly where the checkpoint narrow checkpoints are? Because I feel like I naturally come across them, but I haven't come across any since I've
Ooh.
beaten this third or second one. So because I'm trying to get upgrades for my speed, like being able to run
Yeah.
quicker,
Hmm.
right? Because I want to be able to beat a horde and then get my trophy for beating the horde. Because I want to platinum this game,
Right, 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 right.
which I don't think I will do, but whatever. And I just like, are they? Does it show you on the map where the narrow checkpoints are?
Okay, so I believe how this game works, right, is that I think that the neuro checkpoints, I think some of them pop when you reach a certain like mission progression in your main line story. I think that has something to do with it. I think another thing is that there are some neuro checkpoints that you need to boost to get to, right? And so
Okay.
when I had this happen like last night, I think I got an upgrade to my gas tank and to my nitro boost, right? And then a
Yeah.
new neuro checkpoint popped up in the area that is the starting area of the game. So I'm like, huh, like that's weird. Like, I thought I got that one. So I went
Mhm.
back to it, and it so happens that I had to do a boost jump to get to that neuro checkpoint. So I think it's also dependent on you having upgrades to your bike that lets you even access that area. I
Okay.
think. I think it's
That's
how this
fair.
goes down. Yeah, but
So it's almost like in Red Dead Redemption 2 where you have to play I think above 60% of the main story in order because there's a trophy in the game where you have to get your top honor or bad honor
right.
like high or low and
Mm-hmm.
I the thrill of aiming my gun moving the I guess the aim the freaking the I don't know, the just the aim I forget what it's called, the
Yeah,
reticle,
I
and
feel. I
and
feel
you
you.
and you shoot it at the person's head and they die and then you get bad honor. However, I kept doing it. I'm like, why am I not getting any bad honor? Because there's a trophy associated to it. And then I realized that it wasn't until after I completed 60% of the game where I was
Ah,
actually able to get that bad honor. And now it goes up and down very quickly.
right,
So
right, right. I see. I see.
Days Gone is probably the same way where you have to progress a little further into the story in order to get different, objectives and checkpoints and stuff.
Yeah, yeah. So I think, I mean, that's as far as I'm aware of the Nero checkpoints. Like, I know like they don't give you all
Straight
them to
up, yeah.
access, yeah, straight up, because Yeah, for whatever design reason, why they made that choice. I'm not against it. Just a choice they made, right, for the game.
I think it's a smart choice. I think a lot of devs, I mean, open world kind of developers do that just so it's not like people are almost just doing all the main side objectives and not experience. Like I think it's a really strategic thing for these developers to do that. I think it's kind of smart
Yeah,
because you know what I mean. Because you have to,
I can see
yeah.
why it makes sense because, like, let's say you have someone, like, for example, we're both a fan of another podcast, Weapon Wheel, right? Host of that,
Mhm.
Ruin Games HD, right? He is this type of open world gamer where he will go out and do every side mission he can before touching the main quest. Like, he's the complete opposite of me in open world games, right? Like, he likes
Right.
to go to every side quest, upgrade himself, farm as much as possible, and make himself the most powerful character before going through the mainline story, right?
Right.
And I think maybe an argument to say of why Days Gone doesn't let you do that is because they want you to truly, I guess, feel like you're underpowered in the beginning of the game. Because
Hmm.
a
Yeah.
compliment that I'll say to this game a lot is that you truly feel a lot more powerful as you go on through the game. Like, there are a lot of upgrades that you can get in Days Gone that are actually meaningful, right? That actually,
Hmm.
like, help you a lot in terms of, like, you as a character as well as your bike, right? Like, I think, like,
Yeah.
that the like game upgrade wise does a great job at making you feel powerful as opposed to something like, for example, Red Dead Redemption 2, you know what I'm saying, where you can
Hmm.
go through that whole game and you for the most part feel like the same character.
Right.
Like,
That's true.
I personally did not feel more powerful in Red Dead 2 on hour 1 versus hour 20 when I beat the game, right?
Right.
As opposed to Days Gone, like, it is a slow burn, but
Hmm.
I'm feeling considerably more powerful, and I'm getting a lot more things that I can utilize and do in combat, and things with my bike. My bike feels a billion times better from when I first started it versus now. You know what I'm
Same.
saying?
Yeah.
So that's what I'll commend the game on too. Is that, and like, so I guess that's what they want you to feel. But I think their angle is more of tone of, like, you want to fear hordes early on in the game. Like, you want to understand that, yo, like, these freakers ain't playing. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
I think that's what they were getting at, but
Yeah.
teach his own.
And
That's
that's
all.
something that I'm definitely going to praise them on for when I do the review is that if because there's certain games that touch a certain genre and some developers do it better than others like shooters, Call of Duty, stuff like that.
Right.
And for because we don't normally, I mean, I don't normally play like I guess horror. I wouldn't. I guess it's a horror game. Scary zombie game. Apart from The Last of Us, which obviously is story based. But with Days Gone, it like I said, the entire environment feels like something. Like I'm so scared to play it, yet I really enjoy it, and I always crave it. And if the game can make me feel the sense of I don't know risk every time I go out and having to have gas in my vehicle all the time, like it's definitely something that I would definitely uh, uh, compliment Ben Studio for doing
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
and
And
doing it
like,
right.
yeah. No. And like, to speak kind of similar to that tone, like, just to quickly say this because I've said this like 1,000 times on the podcast, right? Like, I'll so most times with games, right, and
Mhm.
especially with PlayStation exclusives, right, I will try to not listen or read any of the reviews, right? I'll look at the Metacritic score, I'll look at service level impressions, but I don't want to go into the nitty gritty upside review of that game because I want to experience it for myself. Like, I want to see, like, how the game shapes up for me, and I feel like if you are told, hey, this game is bad, and you go into that game, you're gonna look for the reasons of why it's bad, as opposed to what
Mhm.
you truly think about the game. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, intentionally for Days Gone, right? In the effect to remove any bias that I may have for it being a PlayStation exclusive, right? I intentionally went and read every review, well, not every review, but like read most of the reviews, something that I would not do on a regular game standpoint about Days Gone, because I wanted to see, all right, let me know what everyone is down about in this game, what they not like, and let me go into it because I don't want there to be a situation of any bias that I could potentially have with the game for it being a Sony studio, for it being a PlayStation exclusive, and this being a PlayStation channel, da da da. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, I
be-
agree.
because this game got so much of a mixed review, right? But going into it, right, and still it continues to this point I'm on in the game where I feel like I'm almost halfway through the game. I feel like I'm almost at the halfway point. I want to say I have like 20, 22 hours in the game, right? I still want to play it. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
I
Like,
would
I'm
believe.
still enjoying it. You know what I'm saying? I do have issues with the game, and those I've talked about in the impressions, which I want to hear what you don't like about the game. 'Cause I'm very curious about it. But like,
What I
uh,
now or
yeah, like right now, what you don't like about the game. But to
okay?
kind of end my point here, just that like,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah.
even though there are negatives that I see, and the game isn't getting the critical reception of, for example, obviously a God of War
Hmm.
2018 or a Spider-Man PS4 2018. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Yeah.
still yearning to play the game, and I'm still enjoying the game overall. You know,
Right. Okay. Yeah,
but
that's fair.
yeah, but what do you not like about Days Gone?
Okay, so what I don't like about it, and I think this is the main criticism for a lot of other people, is I guess specifically the technical side of the game and what it fails,
Hmm.
I wouldn't say fails, but what it kind of
It just
it's
does it
lowered
weird.
on
For me, it just does it weird.
compared to. Sorry.
Like for me, just like on a technical standpoint, like it's just weird. But go ahead.
Sure.
Yes,
Yeah.
cat.
So from the frequent frame drops to, oh my god, the frame drops are the worst.
Oh my
Okay,
god, dude.
from and certain things in the game where it's like you meet a survivor, like, and I'm gonna mention this in my review because what had happened was, um, it just this past 2 hours where I was playing the game, I was in front of a camp. I'm not gonna say which one, but just a regular one of those camps with where you can, trade in weapons and whatnot,
Right.
or buy weapons rather and do upgrades, and there was a survivor right in front of the camp,
Okay.
and I had saved the survivor. You know how you can save your survivors and whatnot and help them out and put them
Point
in.
them to different camps that you
Yeah,
have. Yeah. Right.
I
Right.
had I had given the survivor the chance. Like I had chose to put the survivor to the camp that I was right in front of, and I like it's just kind of weird because he spoke as the camp was far away, and then the stranger went in the opposite direction, and I don't know, like, and then that's something that isn't the great, like I'm not trying to like diss the game, like I don't think that's just one of the main reasons why, in terms of the negative side, but that is just, I don't know, it's kind of weird. Like I
Very
wish
weird.
they kind of, like, if you're close to the camp, like Deacon should like point to the direction of the camp if you choose the one that you're near, because it was like, whoa, I like the camp's right literally a couple feet away, like, you know what I mean, like it was just
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
strange.
Yeah.
So that's definitely one of them, the frame drops. Um I can't remember what else I
Dude,
had
I have a
because I
ton.
haven't played
Dude,
it in
I
a
have a
while.
ton. Yo, but shout out to Kevin Mack in the chat. Tucker, I don't like Tucker. I don't like her as a character. I hate
Oh
Tucker.
yeah,
I do not like her at all. I do not like her. Period. But anyway, right? So for me, like some weird things that I experienced in Days Gone, right? So
hmm
I'll like pull up to one of the camps, right? This is just a small
hmm
one, right? I'll get off my bike and intentionally leave the bike outside because I'm gonna just go in real quick. I'm gonna get a mission. I'm gonna fill up the gas, and then I'm gonna leave the camp, get my bike, and then go. Right.
yeah,
So sometimes I'll just leave the bike outside the camp. Right. But what
right.
happens is that when you get the mission and then you refill your gas and
It
repair your bike,
reappears.
they spawn the bike in the
Yeah,
camp.
right.
And like I don't know, like it's just weird. Like and I think the the biggest one to me that is like, okay, this just annoys me, right? Is that there are some missions that you get, right?
hmm
Where they,
I think I know what you're gonna say.
yeah, you already know what I'm talking about. Where like they do this like pseudo cutscene type of
Yeah,
dilemma where it's not a full cutscene, right? Like it's not a full on obviously rendered, obviously, like done in like a mocap studio. Like there are obviously those cutscenes that look amazing, right? But then there are some side missions, right? Where like let's say you're sent to go rescue X person that went off and did this, right? It's usually like a small task, right? You'll go and you'll do it, but then they'll play this like in engine cutscene that the
yeah.
voice acting is actually laughable.
Yeah.
the models like look crazy, right? Like it is so weird. Like it's so dry. Like I have so many of these Days Gone, even though I'm enjoying the game. Like for
Yeah.
example, right? Can you explain to me why Deacon expresses so much animosity and so much hatred in his voice and so much annoyance in his voice whenever the Radio Free Morgan stuff ends?
Oh
Like
my gosh.
I'm just
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
wait.
And he's yelling. He's like, "Oh, come on, man!" Yeah,
I
I know what you
know.
mean.
I'm like, wait. I don't know if I miss. Like, okay, I understand that Copeland, is not your man's, right? Like, I understand that like Copeland, ain't like a boozer type deal where like he's your friend or whatever. But I don't understand why he gets like so, and he starts like mocking him. It's weird. It's just
Yeah,
weird. You know what I'm saying?
I think. Um, yeah, there's that, and then there's also the. I wish the cutscene from gameplay to cutscene. I wish it was just seamless,
Yes, I
because
agree.
for me, and that's just. I, I don't think that's the main criticism, but it's just definitely when you get games like God of War, which is a
Hundred
huge example,
and
and I
ten
know
percent.
I feel I kind of feel a little mean for saying this, because as much as I love the game, or at least I'm enjoying it, it's like when you get something like God of War, which just seems like one take from cinematic and gameplay, it's just so seamless. Same with Uncharted 4, and then you get is Gone, which released, I don't know, like
2019.
a year after God of War. It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh,
Yeah,
you know
look,
what I mean?
yeah, to like speak on that, right, so I would have wanted, at the very least,
Hmm.
what Uncharted 4 does, right? Where obviously there are cuts in the game, right? But
Yeah,
there are very smooth cutscene to gameplay transitions in that game. Like, it is
yeah,
mad smooth, right? Like, it
seamless.
is
Yeah,
smooth, right? Now, I think we have an issue in the community where God of War just messed everything up for us. Like, I'm
yeah,
sorry,
it's like
like the way
high
God of War did
expectations.
it, like that
Hmm.
is a near 100%. Baby D61392 in the chat says God of War spoiler for
Yeah,
everyone.
I
That's
agree.
100% true.
Yeah.
Like I said that when I finished God of War. I'm like, bruh, we're screwed. Like we're screwed. Like unless everyone gets on board and it's like, all right, listen, no matter how hard it is, we're gonna all do this now,
Yeah.
we're all screwed. Like every game is going to be looked at like screwed on that mentality of going from a full one cut gameplay where you have cutscenes that flow actually perfect into gameplay, like literally perfect, right? So,
Hmm.
but another thing to discuss here is that obviously, God of War was, I would like to say, I think it's safe to say, if you disagree, let me know. But I would
Okay.
put Days, no, not Days Gone. I put God of War as like a hub open world game, right? Where it's not a truly open world game.
Yeah.
There are just
Oh, I agree.
areas that are very massive and open world esque. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's almost like open linear, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. Like a
Almost
pe-
like Uncharted: The Lost Legacy, but not
mm-hmm.
really, because I mean, I Uncharted: The Lost Legacy is linear. It's just that what was the open GAX part
Yeah,
that was very open, and you can do whatever you want. Like I try to do everything within that area, and I
right.
still didn't even get to half of everything that it offered.
Yeah, yeah.
So, but
Like
yeah, I agree.
yeah, like a lot of people call it open linear games. People call it
Hmm.
hub open world games. I prefer hub open world games. I don't know, but like
Okay.
whatever term you want to use it, that's what God of War was, right? It wasn't a truly
Yeah.
open world game, right? But Days Gone obviously is a open world game, right? So
Right.
I understand that that might be, well, not even might, is a very taxing game to run resource wise, right? So I understand that Days Gone very much likely would have not hit that cutscene to gameplay loveliness that we got with God of War because of the hardware that we're working with right now in this generation and the type of game that Days Gone is at its essence. Like, it is a truly open world game, right? The map's huge, right? That's like no question, right?
Hmm.
But I
It
would have
is.
at
Yeah.
least wanted something to the likes of Uncharted 4, right?
Okay.
And again, I'm
Like.
not a dev. I don't know how hard that is to pull off. You know what I'm saying? But there's some cutscene transitions that are just like, there are literally, I swear to God, some cutscenes that load in, and I'm on the PS4 Pro. I mind you. I don't know what you're playing Days
Right.
Gone on, but I'm
The
on the,
regular.
you okay? So you're on the regular. I'm on the Pro,
Yeah.
right? So there will be times where like the game will pull up, right? You'll like pull up to something, right? And it'll play. No, not. not play yet. It'll load for, I swear to God, like 8-10 seconds, right? Then
Hmm.
the cutscene, whether it's a fully, well, usually it'll be one that is like the in-game engine cutscenes where like it doesn't look as good, the voice acting is crap, whatever, right? So it'll load that, and that will be like a solid, like legit 6 second sentence that someone said, that just like whatever, and then
Right.
it'll load another 8-10 seconds back into the game, and then continue. And I'm like, wait, why are we
Hmm.
doing this? Like,
Yeah,
why?
it's
Like, what is the point of that? There's also some missions, and I'm sure you have been through this. There are some missions. There are some missions in this game that are literally you go to a character and he tells you a sentence and that's it.
yeah, that's my next
And
criticism.
I'm just like, bro, what is
Because
the point of this? Like, wait,
I I
oh
don't
my
know
god,
if I don't know if the story, the main, like all those different stories are gonna elevate, but I wish, because and that's why I don't play open world games too much. Like I'm probably in the minority here, but I actually did not like Horizon Zero Dawn at all. Like I'm very particular
oh,
with my open worlds
interesting,
developers, and I gave Days Gone a chance, and I'm glad I did because I do enjoy the game.
right,
However, when you have it, when you're guided towards a story mission and you have a conversation with that cool whatever, and then you're asked to go to another location to grab a piece of paper and then go back, like no, like
right,
it needs to be some form of elevation with the story each time I have a mission. Otherwise it's like, why am I playing this? You know what I
exactly,
mean?
right, right. I feel
And
that. I
I
feel
and I
that.
understand, and I feel again kind of mean for saying this, because I feel like the main, for me, and I will always have this opinion, for games are meant to be played, and I feel like because I guess the norms have shifted towards more narrative based, storytelling games and whatnot. Like look at Mario back then. Like there was, I mean, I guess there was a story, but you know what I'm trying to say? Like
Yeah,
most
yeah,
games are meant to be played and enjoyed, and because now that we have all these narratives, like we're expecting a lot from it. And yeah, I mean, for Days Gone to release a year after something like God of War, in comparison, it's like, I mean, I kind of expected a little better. And again, I'm not trying to say that the game's bad or anything. I really do enjoy it. It's just
yeah,
I wish there was a little bit more time to kind of refine those rougher around the edges kind of
yeah. Like,
stuff.
I know Days Gone got delayed, um, but
Yeah.
I think this game could use at minimum another 6 months. I think, you know,
Wait, sorry, what?
I
You cut
think,
off.
I think Days Gone needed, I think, another 6 months to polish, right? Because like
Hmm.
the main gameplay is there, and like the core game at its essence is fun. It's
Yeah, there's
just,
a lore to it.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's great. It's just I don't know about how they handle cutscene to gameplay transitions. I don't know about that weird, odd in-game engine cutscenes where it definitely, it feels disjointed, right? And what I mean by that is that the main cutscenes you get in the game that are rendered and look beautiful and they're mocapped, those look incredible, right? Like
Yeah.
those they look amazing. They run well. They're very much have a substance to it. They show a lot of emotion with characters. Whether you're talking to whoever is in, I guess I'll name off early game characters, Copeland or etc.
Mhm.
Those rendered cutscenes look amazing, right?
Yeah, they do.
But those in-engine cutscenes remind me of like PS3 shit, and I'm just like,
Right.
dude, this ain't it. And plus, it feels disjointed because it honestly, those in-engine cutscenes. Next time you listen to one, pay attention to it because it seems like those were recorded after the fact and not mocapped at all. Like those were just like,
Right.
hey, say this line, um, sounds like this, go, and they just use
Hmm.
like the first take and that's it. Like it seems like very it's and like
It's true.
you 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 be thinking that like Deacon like has like mood swings or whatever. Like it's very weird. And I can't stand the way Deacon talks to himself during combat low key. Like
Hmm.
I don't know, man. It's just weird. Like he just sounds just weird. Just cringe.
Right. No, I agree with you on that. But I think for me, is as much as there's all those negative, sides, I feel like the positives kind of outweighs, as well
Mm.
as I think for me as well, because I'm more one of those persons who's like, okay, Days Gone, it's released. I can't wait. As much as I have, to be honest, I haven't played the story, so maybe my opinion might change. But I can't wait to see where they might take it for a second, if they were to make a second one, because I feel like I know the studio. I think they moved. They got significantly more employees. They have a new office, new studio as well, and new assets. And I think hopefully we get a second one. And I think they will listen to all the criticisms and just build upon it, you know what I mean, and have a very fleshed out character. Because so far, I feel like emotionally the game hasn't really touched me as well,
Mm.
apart from the soundtracks. Surprisingly enough, like I'm a huge fan of music, so
Right, right, right.
the soundtrack is so beautiful. I love
Yeah,
it. Like when you save
I
to
I like it.
survive, the theme kicks in and it just sounds so amazing. It's
Yeah.
just the little things that kind of ruin it, like the whole me pointing to the location and the character went the opposite way. It's like, what the hell's going on? Like,
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah.
mean? But apart from that, like, it's a really good, like, I really liked how they had that. It's just, I think they should have handled the seamless gameplay to cutscene. And I don't mean in the engine cutscenes, but like the actual
Rendered
mocap.
ones. Okay. Gotcha.
Exactly. So it has me hopeful for part two, or part two. Oh my gosh, for a second one.
We're such Last of Us fanboys, bro. I swear to
I
God, bro. We are such Last of Us fanboys, dog.
Yeah, so
But
yeah.
yeah. I mean, to talk a little about the story, because I know you said you haven't been through a lot of the story missions yet, I
Mhm.
believe, or so there. I don't love the way they do the storylines. I kind of get it, where I guess it's showing you like, all right, this thread is gonna last this long based off
Right.
this percentage, right? You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. That's
So
fair.
like I like kind of get it, right? And I kind of dig it, but I don't know. I just think it's like a bit unnecessary, low key, but I kind of understand why it's there, and I can
Hmm.
see their angle. I just don't necessarily love it, but
Right.
because to me, the biggest storylines are dealing with Sarah and Deacon's reaction to Sarah and remembering her, stuff like that. I love that.
Me too.
I love the Boozer storylines, because those I just like Boozer and
Their chemistry.
Deacon's,
Yeah.
yeah, they're like chemistry and like dynamicism, and like um it it gets weird, but then you understand why it's weird, and it just overall for me it's been paying off. It's been pretty good, right?
Okay, that's good.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, so like
It has me hopeful
yeah,
to
so
continue on.
I would definitely
Yeah.
say that from this point, the story has been gradually getting better. Has been gradually. Oh, and I think it was said over here in the comments, low key, the best one is the Nero ones.
That
Those
storyline, right?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
those Nero
Yeah. Yeah.
storylines are
Yeah.
some heat. Like those are mad good. But also, yes, Kevin Mack in the chat. I have every time it's popped, I have gone to Sarah's rock memorial type thing and talked to her. Yeah, like I have not, and by me talk to her, I mean like you're like talking to her grave, is what I'm saying. Not like her in the
Yeah.
flesh. Yeah, but because like homegirl's dead.
Okay?
What's
Do
up?
you actually are you convinced that she is?
I feel like the
Because
so here's my thing, right? I feel like the game is to the point where I'm at. They're really like narrowing it down and really like barging into my head that yeah, she's dead, Deacon, she's dead. Get over it. So I feel like it seems like they're pushing it to somewhat force you to believe it, but I think
okay.
I could easily see it being like a fake out.
I hope there's a surprise at the end.
I don't
I
know. We'll
really
see.
do.
Yeah, I don't know. And like I don't know. But
Yeah.
as far as and you get a lot of like what happened to her in the Nero storylines, as well as the
Mhm.
well, yeah, no, that's it, mainly. Yeah, like I'm telling you, like for me, my top three ranks are the Nero storylines are really great, Sarah, and I think Boozer in that order. Like I love those storylines. Like those are really
Mhm.
really cool. But yeah, just the other ones is more of just like, oh, like supporting a camp or like, oh, doing this and that there or whatever. So like, it's alright. But yeah,
Right.
I
Okay.
think I think the story will continue to get good, and I'm still intrigued by the story.
Like right now, I'm at a camp.
Hmm.
Um, I guess I'll just say it. Iron
Okay,
Mike's
cool. Yeah,
camp,
so that's where
and
I'm
this
at
is
too. Okay, cool. Okay, cool.
okay. Yeah. Really?
Yeah,
What?
yeah.
Wow.
I'm
And
at.
you're far further than me. Jeez.
I
Oh,
feel
okay.
like I'm at the end of Iron Mike's camp
Mm-hmm.
missions to be.
Okay,
Yeah,
because I feel like I've passed. Like I don't think if I go to Copeland's and Tucker's, like I don't even know where they're I know where Copeland's is. I don't know where Tucker's is.
she's
But
in like the
anyway, like
top. She's in like the top left hand.
left.
Yeah, yeah, very very
Okay,
top
yeah,
left.
okay. I
Coleman's in the middle.
figured.
The like bottom right.
And
Yeah.
I really like. I feel like in terms of story right now because I feel like there's just no emotional attachment that I have with some of these characters, and I just wish they kind of elevated it. Like there was this really cool cutscene, or no, it wasn't a cutscene, but just this very cool, I guess, sequence where uh, Deke and Iron Mike kind of went on this little walk. I don't know if you remember it. I guess it was earlier on in that encampment, missions where they observe a bunch of the freakers.
Yes.
Like, do you remember?
Okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
that was really cool. I
Yeah.
was
You
like,
see.
okay,
Yeah. Like that thread keeps going, and it's cool. And it's like, okay,
yeah,
like this
okay,
this gonna be spicy. Like,
yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
I'm like, okay,
So
like that's like mad interesting. Yeah.
that storyline I'm really excited for. I like for me because like I don't know if I should say this, but I reckon that there are things or things that happen in the moment. Like I feel like we might get another encampment, but I wish they kind of just focused on Iron Mike's because I feel like from the girl, I forget her name, but the one that's always fixing her bike, and then every time you walk to her, she stands up. I forget her name.
Wait, Addie or
Yeah, I think it's
wait? No,
I
Ricky.
think it's
I
one.
think it's about Ricky. Yeah, I know.
Yeah. It's Ricky.
The one that's right by where you fill up your gas and repair your bike. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Her.
yeah. That's
So,
her. Yeah,
like,
Ricky.
she seems like an interesting character. Like, I learned a little bit more about her and Deacon together.
Listen, currently where I'm at, Ricky did some shit. Ricky
Okay,
did
really?
some, or Ricky attempted to do something kind of wild. Kevin Mack in the chat, I want you to let me know if you know what I'm talking about. Please don't say it, but Ricky did something. I was like, oh, that's mad interesting. I was not aware that was
Okay,
happening. I was like, huh, interesting.
okay.
And your
I'm really excited to play
Starks,
it now.
when you get to that point, I think you're gonna know. I want to say maybe like 2 3 hours in that point. So you're
All right.
around there. But definitely let me know when you get to the point because I was like, huh, that's interesting. But
And so I have a question for you.
of course.
Because maybe this is kind of a prediction and a question.
Okay.
So if it does end, or you know what, I don't really care what you say, honestly. But um, the whole thing with that girl that he finds, do
Hmm.
we ever get an answer? Because like I'm trying to find her, and it's like what's happening? Like we didn't find like this little girl that she's in a house staying
You're
by herself.
talking about wait, her name's not
I forget her
Lily.
name.
Hold on, her name's not Lily. I'm trying to remember her name, but I know what you're talking about. Crap,
Like
Kevin, what's her name in the chat? What's her name? It's the little girl that you find in that one house. She's been surviving for like however many years it's been, whatever. Because her mom told her that she'd be back to get her. Then her mom never
yeah,
came back, obviously. So,
because like
god
we
damn, what's her
lose
name?
her and then we find
Lisa.
her.
Lisa. It's Lisa.
Yeah. Lisa. Oh,
Lisa.
you
Lisa. Okay,
remember.
Lisa.
And then she kind of, I think Iron Mike puts her on, like, gives her up, or like puts her on some mission, and then she disappears, like she leaves.
Yeah.
It's like then
Yeah.
we go to find her, and then we can't find her, and it's never mentioned again. Like, have you gotten to the point where you've like discovered her or like know her whereabouts?
I,
Because
I'm at the same as you, dog. I don't know. And
like,
like I kind of got freaked out like last night because I'm like, wait, where the hell is
where is
Lisa?
she?
I'm like, wait,
Yeah.
where the fuck is Lisa? Like, it seems like
So
because it seemed like Deacon was very much like, all right, we got to protect Lisa, we got to find
yeah,
her. Why are you doing this?
it's
And
like
like, it
it's
feels
all over
like,
the writing is kind of like all over like I wish it was more and that's my issue with open world games. Like, and I said this
ah,
for Horizon Zero Dawn. Like I said, like, and maybe I need to play it again and appreciate it a bit more. Like I don't one thing I don't like doing is disrespecting developers and people
right,
who
of
put
course.
but like I could not stand Horizon Zero. I was like, I really wish this game was linear because I think with linear games you have a very focused narrative,
Mm-hmm.
unlike games aren't. open or that aren't linear. You know what I mean? So, and I feel like this is the same thing that's happening with Days Gone, where it's like there's so many different areas. Like you meet Copeland
Mm-hmm.
with Booze and Deke, and then you meet this weird girl named Tucker, and then you find this young girl, and then you go to Iron Mike's where you recruit. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
sorry
yeah,
for spoiling it, by the way, but it's really early in the game anyway. But and then it's like Deke kind of loses his mind about, oh shoot, we got to find this girl. He attempts to do it and then he doesn't find her, and then now he's doing different missions. Like I'm just like it's kind of all over the place. And
yeah.
I'm not saying it's not that I like I find it's not a big issue for me because I'm sure we're gonna get an answer to it. But it's like okay, it's like
It just
okay,
seems weird.
okay,
It just seems very weird how
yeah,
like he was so adamant on protecting her and finding her, and then all of a sudden like she can't like he can't find her once, and then it gets dropped for I'm
yeah,
assuming a later mission line.
yeah,
Like I'm assuming later, you know what I'm saying? But
yeah.
I don't know, dog. But like yes, so like overall, yeah. So in terms of the Lisa thing, I haven't gotten an update yet.
Okay,
On Lisa
thanks.
in my current, but yeah, I'm nearing the end of Iron Mike's camp section. I
Alrighty.
believe. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we know that she's with the Rippers, I think. Wait, no, is that even
Well,
true? No, because
no, she.
we rescued her from no, right now me and Starkz are at the point where she's been rescued by them and we're completely
Mhm.
spoiling stuff, but like honestly, I feel like this Lisa thread isn't really that big of a deal to the game.
No.
I know yeah, but nonetheless, we rescue Lisa from Rippers and then she
Hmm.
is working with the camp and she goes off to do something for the camp with a group of people, but then she just runs
Hmm.
off and she escapes.
Right.
Yeah, that's what happened. And she's yeah, and we don't know what happened to her, as far as I'm aware.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
so that's that. But any man, we've put a lot about Days Gone. Holy crap,
I know.
sheesh.
Did you want to still talk about the state of play? Because I wanted to talk about it earlier, but I didn't want to ruin
No, no, yeah.
the natural flow.
Go ahead, go ahead.
With state of
We
play.
can end off with that.
Mhm.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Okay, yeah, yeah, sure. So with state of play, they PlayStation on Twitter, they announced how it would, I guess, air on March 25th, which I think was a Tuesday. Was
It
that
had to have
Monday?
been a Monday because we did it live on the podcast. It had to have been a
Oh,
Monday.
okay, you did. Okay, okay,
Yeah, it had
perfect.
to have been a Monday.
Yeah, yeah, sorry. It was Monday, you're right. So so this just kind of confirms that it's going to be a very inconsistent um like an inconsistent show because it says 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, which is in 1 hour less than what it will be tomorrow or
Mm,
on Thursday. So it's like like
mm.
this is now it's kind of unpredictable when we're going to get it, you know what I mean? Cuz
Right.
March 25th, that's like the ending of March, and now we're getting it the I guess the first week of or I guess the second week of
May.
May,
Right. Right.
which is
Yeah.
kind of weird.
I think with these state of plays, I think it's hard for them to make it super concrete. I think the farthest it can go
Hmm.
is like, all right, we're gonna have like seasonal state of plays. Like let's say for quote unquote, March state of play. The very first one was like our quarter 1 of the year state of play, and then we
Hmm.
have if
Well,
we're going off
see,
of like what we think this year's been going on, like let's say we have then a quote unquote pre E3 state of play, then an E3 state of play, and then maybe one to subjugate the fall, and then I'm assuming maybe one more in November, and then PSX will be back, and that will be like
yeah,
a massive state of play.
right.
So
Like it's so
yeah,
like it's kind of like, and that's my frustration with these companies is like I think the planning isn't there because and maybe I'm just sour because my prediction was wrong
yeah, yeah, yeah,
because my prediction was every 3 months because
right,
you'll have one in March, you have one in June just in time for E3, to kind of compete with all the different announcements and whatnot with your competitors. And then you have one in September, which is kind of like a dry period. And then you have one in December or just PlayStation Experience. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Which I
yeah,
feel like is perfect. But now it's like, okay, March, April, nothing, May, you know what I mean? And like,
right.
what are they gonna do for E3 now that they're out? So I'm assuming they're gonna do another episode because it
I
wouldn't make sense if they
I
didn't.
I find it hard to believe that this state of play will be all they say this season for E3. I
That would be
highly
crazy.
that would be fucking insane, if I may.
Because it's 10 minutes.
Bro, I
What are they gonna
highly doubt it.
show?
I highly doubt it. I have to be. Okay. Let me read again because I believe Baby D and Kevin Mack were not in the chat. I want to
I
read
agree with them.
their. I'm gonna read the petition blog post real quick. It's a very quick
Okay.
read about State of Play. So let's go from the top. Written by Sid Schumann. Hi all, excited to share that State of Play will return for a new episode next Thursday, May 9th at 3 p.m. Pacific Time. It'll be a quick show, around 10 minutes, but we've got some peaceful updates we couldn't wait to share with you. Petition Worldwide Studios will be showing off an extended look at Medieval, as well as first look at a new title, and we'll have other updates and announcements for upcoming PS4 games. One note, don't expect any updates relating to our next generation plans this time. Sorry. You can watch live on Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook as usual. As always, we're always reading your feedback and comments, so please keep them coming. There's lots more in store for State of Play. Episode 3 will return later in the year with more news and updates. So they also say that we haven't even talked about that much as well. They say that episode 3 will be, quote, later in the year.
Yeah, we should dissect. Hold on.
Bruh.
Sorry, I just pressed okay on the first State of Play just to read the words here. Do you want me to read the whole thing?
Yeah. Can you read read it. Yeah.
So this was from Sid Schumann.
The
and
boy.
He said, "Pew, PlayStation's first ever State of Play live stream has concluded, but oh shoot, no, this is the ending of it. Shoot, it's not the actual. Because I was hoping to see what he would have said, like before, you know what I mean, like before he actually announced. Because I just to see the wordings to see if he said later this year or in a couple months, you know what I mean, just
Right.
to kind of get a sense of how they're gonna do this thing.
What do they see as like later in the year? What do they see as? Yeah. I feel that.
Yeah, but there's nothing.
I mean, Baby D in the chat says so they not doing anything for June, and
I mean,
that'd
be stupid.
I just feel like that'd
No
be dumb.
offense.
Like, yo, I just don't see them being quiet for E3. I don't see it. I know they're not going to be there, and by not being there, Nintendo technically is not part of E3. EA is not part of E3. You know what I'm saying? But they are. You know what I'm saying? Like
because they have it around the same time, right?
They're around that E3 week, and they do conferences and showcases there around E3, even though they're not physically at E3.
Right. Maybe we're overthinking it because did you hear about the God of War documentary that they're putting on the 9th of May?
Wait, that's coming out May 9th?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I can't wait. Oh my god, I can't wait to watch that.
I can't wait either. So it's interesting is it's releasing the exact same day as State of Play, right? So I noticed that what they do, they typically have like these random videos on their YouTube channel. So maybe for June they're just gonna do that because I mean, like I don't know if they'll have another State of Play in June. I think what they'll do is upload different things that might kind of like maybe if they don't show The Last of Us, I'm gonna be really disappointed,
bro.
Okay,
Listen, I mean, we do have rumors that we are getting apparently Last of Us Part 2 news before E3.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Wait, I actually mentioned that in my recent video.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so dumb. Yeah, you're right.
But
so maybe that might be something that they show on Thursday.
Dude, I just have so much anxiety, man. I don't know. Like, bro, okay, look. How the fuck are you going to show Medieval, a brand new game, Last of Us Part 2, potentially in 10 minutes? Like,
maybe a trailer, I guess?
The math don't make sense. And look here. And I feel like you cannot show Last of Us Part 2 and it not be the main thing in 10 minutes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, look. I think they should dedicate 10 minutes solely to Last of Us Part 2. You know what I'm saying?
Good. Yeah.
Like, that's what I feel like needs. I mean, oh my god, dude. I'm just having anxiety, bro. I don't know if I can do this.
You're right, because for pre-E3, so E3 is the first 2 weeks or the second week of May or June, right?
Yeah, it's like the second week of June.
Or something?
Yeah, it's like June 7th through like 13th, yeah, something like that.
What they might do is actually put State of Play the week before E3 for June, which would be interesting. But if they don't, maybe what they'll do is because what I'm trying to think is like The Last of Us has to be coming within the next year. Has to, like, if it's not that I mean maybe
Look,
who knows? But
we as in me and Starks, I'm gonna cut you off, Starks, but like we have a
It's okay.
series in the works. Let's just say,
Oh yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We have a series
I'm
that
excited
we
for
can
that.
talk a lot about. A game that we're very passionate about. You know what I'm saying? Um,
That's a true point, baby D. It's a picture and a release date.
I mean,
That's true. But they want
yeah,
to
go on.
market it. Like they're gonna show. They have to show another either trailer, an official trailer, obviously, so that they could do that for on Thursday, right? Or they can because normally they show gameplay. Like they've done so many gameplay stuff for Uncharted 4, and they've only done I think one
They've only
for The
did
Last of
one.
Us
Yeah, we have
or
gotten
two. One.
so
No, just one.
in terms of trailers and gameplay that we have, as far as I'm aware, right, and I'm pretty sure I'm right on
Three
this.
total.
We have the announcement,
Hmm.
which was I believe at PSX,
Right. Oh,
and
2016.
it was
Wow.
that where Ellie's singing with a
Yeah,
guitar,
I
Joel
love that
walks in,
song, dude.
yeah,
That song.
and apparently that's not even in the game. Apparently,
No, they normally do that. Like the first tease or the second one, I guess, for Uncharted 4, where he's like,
oh when
"Sully, can you help me?"
oh my
What was
god,
cool is in the ending of Uncharted 4, Sully actually mentioned that to him, which was so awesome. Like he was like,
dude,
"Oh, one more thing, Nate, don't call me about one last time calls or something like that." He mentioned,
yes,
which is so sick.
dude. Oh wait, hold on. I was getting chills. Hold on. Like, I remember watching that E3
Yeah,
where it is Nathan. He is on
wakes up.
the ground. It's like night, gloomy. He's in the river.
Oh.
Oh my god, dude, that was such a
And we
banger.
kind of know why it was like that, right? Because of the whole. Well, I don't want to spoil it. Well, I mean,
That
whatever. But
that yeah, that like similar sequence happens
in
in
when he, yeah,
during that
when,
revelation that I won't say out publicly. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
totally,
Yeah. Yeah. So that was like a reworked scene, but oh my god, dude, him saying like one last time, ugh,
oh, so
banger.
good. I
But
love
anyway,
it.
right? So we have gotten the official, introduction and announcement to Last of Us Part Two. We got the scene that is rumored to be Ellie's mother or something like
Mhm.
that. That was shown at Tokyo Game Show. With kid.
I forgot about that.
Remember,
I
it
thought
was
that was
with.
Paris Game Week.
I'm sorry. Yes, it was Paris. Sorry, it was Paris Games Week, I believe. It was not
Oh,
E3 or PSX. It was like one of those
no,
international shows that are not North American based. But
right.
yeah,
So one of
yeah,
the two, yeah,
it was featuring. Remember, like those like two Asian kids and like oh my god, I'm trying to remember.
yeah.
Yeah, I forgot all those names, but yeah, there was that trailer.
Lev. One was Lev,
Yeah,
and the next
yeah, uh-huh.
was E. No, that's the name of the actor or actress. I can't.
I
One of the two.
forgot the names,
Yeah.
but yeah, like we got that trailer, and then we got the banger at E3 2018.
Oh,
Wait,
so
was that 2018? That was last E3, right? Or am I tripping? Yes, it was. It was. It was. Yeah, it was. It was. Where
I've
where
totally forgot.
where we get the dance hall scene, and then we lead into the gameplay. Yeah, so we've gotten that, and I believe that's it.
Right, yeah. So,
Guys, I just don't know, man. Like, I don't know. I mean, I just don't see them talking about Last of Us Part 2
but
on Thursday.
but
I don't know.
why? But no, but see, so that means they have to show June, like the week before, because they said before, like the speculation is based off of this insider is that I believe it was an insider is that we were going to get it before E3, which means it could technically mean it could happen the week before E3. You know what I mean? Because
Very fair. Yeah.
so um because my thing is they're done mocap, right? I mean, with the exception of a few, additional recalls or whatever, they're pretty much done the mocap, I guess, for the main story and whatever else they were working on.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and based off of the numbers, technically, based off of Uncharted 4 finishing its mocap and releasing, we get it within the 9 months, which technically means we would get it before the end of 2019, which I doubt we will, but that means we would have to get it in. Let's say we didn't, we would get it in 2020, which means it'll have to release within the six, or it doesn't have to. I imagine it would before this, I guess, within January to June.
Yeah.
So, which means that that's about from January to June minus where we are now. That's about a year and a couple of like a year and two a year about a year. You know what I mean? So it
Yeah.
has to release within a year. So
Yeah.
there has to be some kind of marketing for, or
Honestly, the first episode to me and Stark's series on the channel is gonna cover this in fact thing. All right. So I don't want to
all
get too
right, that
deep into
sounds
it,
great.
but
Yeah.
it has to cover this because like I have so many thoughts in it. Oh my god, Last is Part 2. But anyway, just to wrap it up, um, I feel like there has to be a second state of play going on. Oh, shout out Christian. I think I'm the only person who wants more VR. Yeah, we were talking about that, Christian, earlier on in the episode. We were talking about how like you were saying that you wanted more VR out of the next state of
Mhm.
play. You know what I'm saying? So that's something that I think there's a chance. I think there's I think it's, but I feel like they did so much VR, if not
Last time, right?
essentially like 90% of it was VR. If
Pretty much,
I
yeah.
pretty much, and that's not to throw it off. That's not to, diss it, but that's what it was. You know what I'm saying?
I think because the time, because it's less, it's about 10 minutes less than the first episode. I don't think they're gonna do any updates towards any VR games or anything. I think they're gonna focus on what was it, medieval, and whatever else they're gonna show, which I hope again is The Last of Us Part Two. But if not, whatever else they're gonna show.
I mean, what's official, straight from their mouths, straight from the blog spot, link in the description of this stream, is that they're showing an extended look at medieval,
Hmm.
a first look at a new title, and they're having updates to quote, they have other updates and announcements from upcoming PS4 games.
Okay, so
That's all
then
we got.
I think definitely just one last prediction, I guess, is Death Stranding because Hideo Kojima, he's like, I guess I scrolled past it because he retweets a bunch of weird stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and I my timeline is filled with all sorts of different. So, anyways, and it was apparently I guess like a movie make or a video editor and Death
Yep.
Stranding. So that you could put the two together, a new trailer. So I think we're definitely gonna get a new trailer
Yeah,
or
yeah. That was
for
something
Death Stranding.
we reported on Safe Slot on the channel. Yeah, he actually tweeted it himself. It wasn't even a retweet. Like he tweeted himself. It was a
Hmm.
dual monitor setup where on the left side he had the preview window at the full size of the screen, and then on the other one he had the full timeline in Premiere Pro. It
Okay.
looks just like that, right? And
Okay.
so if you're an editor, and you are as well, so you definitely much well knew what we were looking at there. That was definitely 100% Premiere Pro editing a trailer for Ghost of Tsushima. No, bleh, Death Stranding.
Death Stranding.
Sorry, yeah,
Yeah, it's okay.
Death Stranding. Yeah, so
Yeah.
um, that could maybe be what's happening on Thursday, but I don't know, man. Like,
I think so. I think that's definitely a likely one. I think Christian mentioned about the Iron Man VR, right?
mhm.
Which I think is likely because
That was
didn't
very
they
likely, yeah.
tease like a screenshot? I was scrolling the PlayStation Twitter and I saw like a screenshot or a tease or something.
I think them shadow dropping Iron Man VR is a very good move, and just in terms of it is for sure coming out in May. I believe that's what they said at the first state of play, that it's due out
Right.
in May, but also that it's riding the hype of Endgame right now. I
Exactly.
think that'd be super smart
Hmm.
to, hey, you just saw Endgame, you saw that whole thing. No, I'm not gonna say spoilers because I don't feel comfortable saying spoilers yet. But you know what I'm saying. So I think like ratting that out,
It makes
it
sense
definitely makes sense. Yeah, yeah, it
strategically.
does make
Yeah.
sense. But here's what we're gonna do, right? So Christian started this little thing last week, and I want to continue on with you, Starks, to end off the show. A very, very long cross circle, very long. We have a lot
Yeah.
to talk about here, but I want to end off with Christian started it last week, and I want to end it with you. It is to
Sure.
give me a wild prediction or hope that you want to happen at this year's E3, right? This can be involving PlayStation, it can be involving any other third party,
Xbox.
it could be Xbox too, whatever crazy, and it doesn't even have to be in the realm of something that you actually think could happen. It could be just what you wish. Yeah, Christian says in chat, E3 wishes time.
E3
Like,
wishes
like,
time.
like,
Okay.
truly, what do you wish could happen? Even if it doesn't make sense logically.
Just a wish or just
Yep.
because okay, well, I
I
don't know if it's a
like
wish more so, but
if it is
I
something
definitely
that, yeah. I'm just giving you the freedom to just be like, even if there are no cards in set to even have that deck, that you want that deck to happen. Like it could be whatever you virtually want. You know, give me an E3 wish this time. Give me
Virtually
some.
want.
Give me
Okay.
some.
Something I definitely want is the update on the whole because I really because I am a fan of Quentin Cobb like
Mm-hmm.
just based off of what he's done. I definitely want to see what him and the other people or employees working at that PlayStation studio are working on. So I really want to see an update on that.
The one in
But
San Diego,
obviously,
right?
but
The
that
new
that
one.
would have to be for State of Play, obviously, because they're not in E3. But
Right.
I do want to see something with Microsoft. Like I was talking with my friend, and he mentioned how they've been doing a lot lately in terms of games. So they're
Mm-hmm.
gonna, I know they're gonna showcase a lot of different things with exclusive games or just games in general. But I want to see an update on their new console.
Mm-hmm.
Just like maybe a tease. I don't know if we'll get an official update, but I imagine we might.
Mm.
Like something really big, showcasing all of the different things that they've been working on. I do want to see that just because I feel like a lot of people have been kind of just very, I mean, and fairly so, like very critical of the different decisions that they've made in the past. And
Mm.
I want to see Microsoft succeed because, to be honest, the PlayStation 4 versus Xbox One sales is just absolutely it's laughable.
Laughable.
I'm not gonna like it's because it's insane. Like I know they've both sold very well, but PlayStation 4 has sold significantly well.
Starks,
Um,
how old are you?
like, pardon?
Sorry, that was a very random question, but it'll make sense. How old are you?
I am 30.
Word?
Huh?
You're not 30.
No, I'm not
No, you're
30.
not. No, you're not. Okay.
19. I
Oh,
just turned
but
19.
in good old Canada, the drinking age is 18,
Drinking
right?
age is 19.
Okay,
Yeah,
beautiful. Or
well,
19.
it depends where you live,
On
because
like the
in
different area.
Ontario it's 19,
Right, okay.
and in Quebec it's like 16.
Here's what I say, right? Me and you,
Apologies.
we're gonna do a special
Mhm.
stream. Once PlayStation hits 100 million in sales, we're gonna do a drunk stream.
Oh,
We're gonna
okay.
pop a ball. Anyway, but okay, here's the thing, right? My E3 wishes, right? I like yours. I like it, right? Now I'm trying to think of one. What's a really good one? Now, I don't know if I said this last week because I feel like this is definitely something that I would have said last week.
Hmm.
If it is, I apologize. Just take it as I want to see it double, right? Actually, no, I'm pretty sure I said it last week. Damn. I forgot. Okay, you know
Well,
what?
just say it, and then
Okay, well, the one I think I said last week and what I want is I want Infamous to continue. Plain and simple,
okay.
right? And I feel like it could possibly be not a thing that could happen from Sucker Punch because I feel like they're definitely knees deep into Ghost of Tsushima, right?
Definitely, yeah.
So I don't know if maybe they have. I said that one. Yeah, damn it. I know I said one
Yeah.
last week. God damn it, Christian. Shit. Okay, let me think. No. Give me give me Resistance back. Reboot
I've
Resistance.
never played those, eh?
I haven't either, but I've heard a lot of good things
Oh,
about
you
it.
haven't?
Actually, no,
Okay, yeah.
scratch that. I played Resistance Retribution on the PSP Go, and I played Burning Skies on
Oh.
the Vita. I have played those two games, but not the core Resistance games. And I would like to see that happen once again. I want to see. So yeah, I want to see that. But mainly, I want to see Infamous again.
Okay, yeah. So do I. I want to get more love.
I love Infamous. I
Since
played one, two.
I can't say the same, to be honest.
I played.
But
I played Festival of Blood. That's how hardcore I am. Yes, I played Festival of Blood.
mhm.
Infamous
I don't
Two
even know which one
DLC.
I've played.
Yeah.
It was the one. I think it was the first. I don't know. It was the one where some guy gets powers
Uh huh.
and he, like the city blows up or something,
Uh huh. Yep.
and
Pretty on
then
point. Yeah.
and then he's like in a city, and then he has to choose between good and bad, like
Uh huh.
saving or giving people food or something. I played it
Uh
when I was
huh.
really young,
Yeah.
and it was really good.
Yeah.
But
You got it, man. You nailed. That was Infamous one in like 2 seconds. There
okay,
you go. Yeah. Boom.
all right, yeah, it's not a bad. It's just I've never really enjoyed it as much as
Oh, dude,
my other
I
brothers.
love Infamous, but to end off, I think the longest Cross Circle podcast episode, TheStarkz. Where can the people find you, my good sir?
Well, I have a YouTube channel at TheStarkz. based off of Iron Man. I love Iron Man.
Mm.
So I was inspired by him, and as well as Twitter, which I frequently post just different things, stuff I've been doing, but mainly YouTube because that's where I upload my videos.
Hmm.
And yeah,
Deal. And the link is in the description to his channel. Make sure to check him out. Link in the description if you want to hear more of his thoughts and stuff like that on certain topics. His latest video is revolving around Last of Us 2, I believe.
no, it's about PlayStation
Ah, wait,
actually,
yeah, you're right.
PlayStation
Sorry, yeah,
5, and
yeah,
then I
yeah.
have another one coming, PlayStation 4.
Yeah, I know. Kevin Mack, I know I'm a scum. I know, bro. I haven't played Resistance. I know. I need to get
I
into
think
it.
he probably means both of us
I
because
know,
I
bro. I
haven't
know,
played.
bro. Bro, I know. Honestly, I have a lot of things I haven't played that Christian like high key hates me for. That I don't even want to say again because like I don't even want to say it when I
Like
haven't
what
played.
though?
All right, I think the one that actually got a reaction out of Christian. Yeah, Christian is worse for low key.
You
Christian
just
hasn't
played
played
Uncharted
Uncharted
4.
4,
Oh
and
my god.
that just boggles my mind. But anyway, I think one that Christian absolutely hates that I have not played yet is I have not played the Arkham series yet.
Oh, I haven't played the Arkham series. I
Okay,
mean,
cool.
I
Okay.
like I have and I haven't because I personally I haven't owned any of them. I've played them through other people. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right, right.
But
Yeah.
yeah, they're okay. I played one. I actually did own one, which was I think it had multiplayer and I loved it. It was cool, but it's just too dark for me. I was younger. It was just I don't like dark
Timefall 2,
stuff. So.
I swear on my life, I'm getting to. I have that plan out literally once a beat days gone, Timefall 2 is getting picked up and started,
I
okay?
heard it's really good.
I know. Because I played Titanfall 2 multiplayer a ton when it first came out. I just never
Mhm.
touched the single player yet. But third party definitions are acceptable. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know what to tell you. But that's just what it is, man. That's what it is. But you can find me, my personal Twitter down below. Find me at the KDS at the K Diaz 123. Jesus God. And down there you can find a ton of photo mode Days Gone. I've been messing around with the photo mode a
Yeah,
lot. I'm enjoying it. You know, a lot of cool angles I've been getting. The most
it's really
recent one
cool.
is me doing the horde from the E3 demo.
I saw that. It was really cool.
I
You know
died a
what?
lot. What's up?
I don't really like where Days Gone like you put a filter and then it kind of when you put back to none, it ruins the entire edit that you did. They need to patch that.
Oh my
Sorry, that's just
god,
one
yeah,
final thing I had to mention because
bro.
it's annoying.
That happened to me once
Like
too.
I'm like, whoa, what happened to my?
I spent like 15 minutes on the photo mode
Oh
and I
my god.
accidentally pressed back
Yeah.
and then went back to the game. I'm like, damn, I really lost all that.
Yeah, exactly.
Damn,
That
I'm like,
happens
yo, I
too.
gotta do all that again. I was messing with like the advanced settings, like field of view, like
I
all
know.
that, bro. I know tragedy, but definitely down below, you follow me on my Twitter, and also down below in the description, you can find our links to our Discord, our PlayStation Source Twitter, our Twitch as well. If you follow us down below and subscribe for episodes of Cross Circle Podcast every Monday, as well as our other series as well down below. Well, not down below, but indie channel. We have Safe Slot on Fridays, our weekly news show where we cover first party and third party news revolving around PlayStation. Make sure to check out those as well. And look out for a new series from me and Starks on the channel where we're talking
Yeah.
about a specific PlayStation exclusive game coming up that we both love in the door.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely, you gotta talk about that behind the scenes, and I definitely get that started. You know, I have a name
Definitely.
set too. I have a name
Oh
potentially.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. We'll talk behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? We'll get in that private Discord. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
And
Yeah. No
there we go.
problem.
Deal. But thank you all for tuning in. Hope you all enjoyed me hosting the show. Usually it's Christian hosting the show, but he had finals. Hope he did well in those finals. I want to see claps in the chat for Christian's final. Claps in
Yeah.
the chat.
I hope he did well.
I'm sure Christian nailed it. Okay, I need claps in the chat. There we go.
Clap.
Make sure Christian did well. Round of applause if you may. Hopefully Christian did well in his finals, and catch him next week on the Cross Circle Podcast, episode 38. So thank y'all for tuning in. If y'all
Thank you
enjoyed,
for inviting me.
oh of course,
Thank
TheStarkz,
you.
thank you for being an excellent guest. Really do.
Thank you.
You
I
know,
appreciate
we've
it.
been friends in the past. We've talked a ton on Apex stuff like that, but definitely do enjoy your
Yeah.
conversation, which is to bring to the table. Definitely love enjoy that. You know what I'm saying? And
Yep.
hope you all enjoyed the episode. And do you know the outro for this? Do you know the outro for Circle Podcast, Starks?
I don't. Sorry.
Okay,
No.
I
My
need you to
apologies.
say and
Yeah, there was a word or something,
I need
right?
you to just say quote and as always, and then I'll end it. Okay,
All
so
right.
one,
And
two,
as always.
greatness awaits. Boom.